Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to remix a track from Drake into an Afro house summer hit. And in this video I'm going to use a new and powerful tool from SoundID, which is called SoundID VoiceAI. And it's changing the vocal game completely. So without VoiceAI it sounds like this.
Just hold on, we're going home.
And let's enable SoundID VoiceAI.
Just hold on, we're going home.
So in this video I'm going to talk you through how I'm creating the groove, how I'm adding that Afro house vibe, and I'm going to show you how to use VoiceAI to transform a voice, but also go from a voice to, for example, an instrument, which is unique. So let's jump right in. So first I'm going to add some drums from the Organic Afro House Producer Bundle, which is just released, so make sure to check it out. I'm going to open up the one shots and I'm going to start off with kick 18. So we're starting off at C5. So copy paste. So this is our first layer. And we're adding shaker loop 6 from the Organic Producer Bundle, which already contains some reverb, so really easy elements to start with. So next up, we're adding some more percussion loops to already define the groove, and I'm going to show you how to create a simple groove for this track. So for this track, I've used percussion loop 5 and 11. So let's have a listen. So perfect foundation for the drums. And last but not least, we're adding head loop 8. So right now, let's add some more one-shots. We're using this element right here, percussion 18. I'm creating a new element, so a new rhythm, something like this. So let's add the next one. So for example, this pretty short tom. So we're adding percussion 30. So this sounds more like a rim, for example. Let's turn down the volume. So let's add this one right here. So very, very easy to create a groove like this. And I'm adding this metal sound right here. So right now we've built the main groove for this track. So right now I'm gonna add the melody elements. And at first I'm gonna start off with some keys from Analog Lab, which are called the Cognac keys. And then create this chord progression in F sharp. So I'm gonna create the basic chord and then inverse this one. Pitch it up 1 octave. Creating the next chord. Maybe pick B in this case. That's it. So following the scale. Okay, so making sure fits the white highlighted notes from F sharp minor. So right now it's time to add the root notes. So picking D, B, and let's pick C sharp. That's it. So right now let's play around with the velocity. So feel like we have to reduce it a little bit. That's it. Okay, so now it's time to add some low frequencies. So I'm using the Mini V from Arturia. I'm using the Club Sub preset, which sounds like this. Which is a simple distorted sine wave. Simply copying over the root notes from the chord progression. Paste them right here. Make sure they play at the right tone. That could be it. So very, very simple. But I want to make sure the bass is a little bit more present. So I'm pitching those two up. So it doesn't matter as long as they're the same note. So from D4 to D5 doesn't matter. Let's have a listen. Amazing bass line, sounds so good. So next up, we want to add some elements which add some texture. So I'm using the default to house preset, which is an ARP with a lot of reverb, so I really like it. And I'm applying this by just playing one note. So in this case, just a root note, which is F sharp. Maybe adjust the color. So that's it, still in the background, but I think an amazing layer. So next up, let's add an Amapiano inspired sound. So I'm using a brass, so a synth brass, which is called Bright and Tight. I'm gonna play it at a low note, for example, at F4. Make sure you adjust the velocity, so it adjusts the brightness. So next up, we're adding another element, which is basically a percussive layer. So it's called the lead breaker from the organic producer bundle. Sounds like this. Simple pluck. And we're going to use this one kind of as a drum. So again, play it at the root note. So those elements are applied in a lot of different ways in Afro House. So you could also play around with the pitch of this sound. I think this one is the way to go. So that's it, that sounds great. So the next element which we're adding is a top layer, a simple pluck or lead. So in this case, I'm using the Pluck ambient. So this one sounds like this. So a very generic layer, but I just added a little twist to this preset. So let's open it up. So we're gonna create a unique melody on top of the chord progression. We're gonna follow the root notes from the chord progression. I'm gonna make sure they go very well along. So this will be the main rhythm. So let's copy paste this one. That's it, I'm gonna keep it so simple. So this one just needs a little twist, so adding it right here. And I'm opening up the cutoff filter. So that's it, very, very simple layer. Okay, so right now we've created all the main elements, so now it's time to add the vocal. And this is where the SoundID VocaLAI comes in from Sonarworks. So this is the interface. So I think the overview is great. So this plugin contains over 50 professional vocals and instrument models, which I'm going to show you in a moment. So as you can see, this plugin works within FL Studio, which is a huge advantage, and works with all popular DAWs. So in a moment, I'm going to show you how to use the unison mode. We can also select a number of voices. We could also transpose the vocal, for example. So I'm going to talk you through the whole process. So it's a one-time purchase and you can convert an unlimited amount of vocals. So if you're already interested, make sure to download a 7 days free trial. The link is in the description and no credit card is needed. So the vocal from Drake, which I'm going to show you, is just an example for what you can do with this plugin. So this is the original vocal sample, which I've separated using a stem splitter.
Eyes on you. You're everything that I see. I won't show high love and emotion endlessly.
So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to, in this case, select Steve.
This is my voice.
So as you can hear, this is a preview of the voice sample. So let's capture the vocal again. So right now select capture and just play the vocal.
Eyes on you.
So as you can see right now, it's recording.
I won't show high love and emotion.
So we're now I've captured the audio, so now it's analyzing. So now we could start processing. So this plugin is for producers, beat makers, vocalists, you name it. Create, for example, a full demo without using a vocal chain. And you could also, for example, use it for voiceovers. So anything to explore vocal sound design. So right now vocal processing is complete. So right now let's have a listen when we play the vocal.
Eyes on you. You're everything that I see.
That's crazy.
I won't show high love and emotion endlessly.
Without tweaking any parameters. So that's the best conversion I've done so far. So really amazing. But if you, for example, don't like the sound of the voice, you could also pick, for example, this one.
This is my voice.
You don't have to capture the audio again, but just simply start processing. Okay, so it's done processing. So let's have a listen.
Eyes on you. You're everything that I see. I won't show high love and emotion endlessly.
So again, sounds amazing. So easy to use. And let me show you another amazing feature. So right now we're picking the voices. We could also click right here, creative. And we could also, for example, use the talk box as an instrument. So
this is my voice.
So that's the talk box. For example, this one, we could pick a bass, a guitar. So this one sounds so unique. So let's click this one and then start processing again. So it's done. So let's have a listen. But also, for example, this saxophone. And let's listen to this conversion. Which is crazy. So, I mean, the functions are unlimited. Haven't seen anything like this before. So let's open up the voice again. So use this. This is my voice. Use this voice and process again. So right now for this part of the vocal, I've cloned it. I'm gonna route it to a separate insert within the mixer. So this section. I'm going to open up a new version of VoiceAI. So in this case, I'm going to enable the unison mode. So the unison mode allows you to create up to 8 natural sounding voices from a single track. So that's amazing if you want to create some really unique background sounding vocals. So let's enable it. So let's create 4 number of voices. So I don't want to transpose anything. I'm going to set this to around 25. So this widens up the sound again and it creates different pitches for every vocal layer. So it just creates a more wide and natural sounding background vocal chorus. So I'm going to add some random timing variation so it not sounds that sequence. So really awesome functions. I'm going to open up the width to 100%. So I want to make sure it sounds wide when I'm layering it with the main vocal. And in this case, I'm picking Benjamin. So I want to create some chorus vocals which sound a little bit deeper. So this is my voice. All right, now let's start processing. So right now let's have a listen to the background chorus vocal. Sounds so wide and clean. Okay, so let's enable the main layer. You act so different around me. Let's mix it. I know exactly who you could be. So that's it. So that sounds amazing. So if you also like those results, make sure to check out the SoundID VoiceAI. Everything you need to know is in the description. So I've created this simple arrangement. I've added some up and down lifters, so simple noise effects in the background. So for example, this one, this fill, and a simple down lifter. Tweaked one element, so instead of playing it in F5, I'm playing in F4, and I'm making the rhythm repeat. And right now, let's have a listen to the final result. Eyes on you, you're everything that I see. I won't show high love and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I won't show high love and emotion endlessly. Crossed over the girl and you know you act so different around me. Crossed over the girl and you know I know exactly who you could be. Just hold on, we're going home. Just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going home. I got my eyes on you. And everything that I see, I want your high love and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to check out the SoundID VoiceAI. As I already told you, all the links are in the description. Highly recommend using this tool. So if you want to check out the sounds which I'm using, make sure to check out the organic Afro producer bundle. And with all this being said, I hope you have an amazing day, create some awesome music, and see you in the next one.